Yeah, I think we got to start by talking about Tennessee. You can kind of mention the Pac-12 SWAC thing, and Colorado lost. They lost to Grambling State 2 days before they played Tennessee, the number 11 ranked team in the country, a Tennessee team that beat Gonzaga. Yes, it was an exhibition game, but they beat Gonzaga by 19 points, outscored them by 23 points in the second half. Rick Barnes' team was poised to be a potential top 10, top 5 team in the NCAA. I probably would have had them top 7, 8, somewhere in there going into this game. I would have thought that they had a real potential to be a top 5 team by the end of the year. Maybe they still do, but woof, things did not look good against the Buffs. This is not a bad Buffs team. Yes, they suffered that loss to Grambling, but I think Tad Boyle has done a pretty good job with this program. They've never had like super high rated recruits, but they have continually kind of overperformed the expectations. I think Boyle is a very good coach, but this game was really, really rough for Tennessee. It was less about Colorado looking good and more about Tennessee.
Just completely agree.
Yeah, they just didn't look good. They just did not look good. After the game, Rick Barnes was not happy. His conversations with media were pretty tense. He mentioned that Zakai Ziegler is going to be benched going forward. You don't see coaches be that very specific about stuff like that very often. Ziegler did not have a good game. It was a rough one. This was a rough one. This was not the Tennessee team that we saw early in the year. This is not the Tennessee team that we saw in that Gonzaga scrimmage. Santiago Vescovi had a really, really rough night. I mean, we're talking about a preseason first team all WCC guy, 2 for 13 from the floor against Colorado, 2 for 13. He has 11 points. He struggled in their first game against Tennessee Tech. He needs to be better. We talk about Zakai Ziegler, but Vescovi needs to be better too. The guard play since the season started has not been good for Tennessee. This Colorado team just looked really good. Tristan Da Silva had 14 in 20 minutes for the team. KJ Simpson had 23 off the bench for Colorado. They have a relatively deep team for Tad Boyle standards, and they just came out and just the whole second half, they could so easily get to the rim and just kept penetrating and kept getting to the basket and got easy finishes. And Tennessee was just cooked. And it's going to be interesting to see how they respond from this.
Yeah, they're going to have to be better. It was weird. Tad Boyle used like a different starting lineup in this game and some interesting stuff there. But honestly, Andy, my biggest takeaway from this, and you said it off the start of that game, Grambling would kill Gonzaga. I think that's our biggest takeaway.
That's got to be it, right? Transitive property. Yeah.
Transitive property. So let's just go ahead and crown Grambling our national champions and move on.
Done.